everybody, this is me, Stanger Brook, again in Puerto Vallarta with your weekly Masturbators Puerto Vallarta's fishing report. And been getting a lot of positive comments, and appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want, and you'll get this automatically when I post them. This week things change. We got some changes out there. We got Yellowfin tuna at Corbetena. Most people want to hear that right off the bat. They're running 60 to 100 pounds. Scooby out there the other day. Well, he wound up getting 3 of them. We got blue Marlin out there as well. He had one of those as well. No Dorado to speak of, but we do have Corbetena snapper, and they're taking trolled bait. We got striped Marlin as well, so we now have fishing at Corbetena, and it's well worth the 10-hour day and the fuel $1 and whatever you want to do. Just get your butt out there and catch some fish already. The water's deep blue up until about 2 miles behind Morro. It's a little bit dirty over there in some areas, and there is some clean green out there, which is colder, and fish for some reason don't like that. They normally won't take bait in there a lot of times, but just outside of that we got blue water, so a few miles north of Corbetena. It's alive with Marlin, and that's all good news. Water temperatures are 88 degrees, so you couldn't ask for much more than that out there. Plenty of bait, skippies, a lot of skipjack tuna. We've got, what else we got out there? Oh hell, we got a lot of ballyhoos, we got flying fish, green runners, you name it. We got all kinds of bait out there. But come back to El Morro. Pedro's out there the other day. Captain Pedro's out there the other day. There is a trash line out there, which means on one side of the water it is dark, dirty water, and the other side is crystal blue. He just trolled that trash line, got 12 Dorado over 20 pounds, and got himself a shark. There are some rooster fish out there, not too many. I've only heard of 1 or 2 of them being caught out there, but you have a possibility if you're out there. Striped marlin are in the area as well, and so are snappers. They got some of the silky, those are the red snappers that we're afraid normally out there. So very good area to be in. It's with Dorado, Sailfish, striped marlin, 8-hour trip, just got worth it. And you're in the same area as Punta Meat over there, and over there they've been seeing Dorado as well. There's a lot of crap in the water. When I say crap, I mean debris. You know, things come washing down out of the mountains, all kinds of stuff. I've seen dead horses, refrigerators, you know, along with the regular stumps and the dead heads. So heading out in the morning, remember, you got to go slow. If you got an early bite or if you got an early trip, they're going to go out slow, because you're running into one of those puppies. You ruin the whole day for the boat, for you, for everybody. And it's going to cost somebody a lot of money to get that fixed. So don't be too anxious to get out in the morning. Getting out too early in the morning doesn't do you a lot of good. It's not like fresh water. You know, we're looking at times and tides and moons and all that kind of stuff going back and forth. So make sure you got your eye on the bite. You don't want to go out too early. Like right now, the bite's happening from 10 to about 12. So if you're getting out there at 6 o'clock and you got a 6-hour trip, well, by the time you come back, you're pretty much done for the day. And the fishing will just be getting good about that time. So pay attention to the bite. The early bird does not always get the worm around here. And, you know, don't get stuck in that idea. So 8-hour trip right now is well worth the money. Inside the bay, we're seeing Dorado as well. They're smaller. There's a whole lot of them down by Los Arcos and over to Yellowfin. And outside the bay, under power, it's going to take you about an hour to get there. So that's all good stuff. And we're doing pretty well. Bonita and Jacket Bells are still here. Surprising, they are still here. They will take higher temperature water, but they're normally known as a cold water fish. And then, of course, you know, we've got, well, like I said, Dorado. We've got possibility of sailfish. They got some small sailfish coming in like they normally do. There's a channel that runs all the way out to Corbetena. It kind of comes in by Los Arcos over there. So we'll get these free sailfish coming in, but we'll also get bigger Dorado. So, you know, the Dorado are getting bigger by the day. Things are picking up a little bit. So, you know, don't be discouraged. It's all fun out there. Everybody going out is catching fish. Everybody's catching fish. That's not a problem. So it'll just get better from this point forward. One of the things that do happen at this time of year, you will run into dirty water, especially inside the bay with the rivers. Inside the river mouths, in front of the river mouths, they call that agua dulce, or sweet water, where the fresh water and the salt water mixed. You'll get a lot of chinook over there. They call it robalo here. And you'll get a lot of other species that will hang around there as well. So river mouths are okay. If you see dirty water and you're inside the bay, don't get freaked out about it. Now, you run a planer. That's only very shallow water most of the time. You put a planer on, you run underneath that dirty water, and those fish feeding on all the organic things in there with the trash line as well. The trash line is kind of like a line of trash, really. It's just more or less leaves and sticks and just kind of floating debris, but you know, it's like a fish smorgasbord for especially smaller fish. So a trash line is always very welcome. Inside the bay, it may not produce all the time, but once you get out by Corbetena, or you're in the neighborhood of El Morro, or kind of in the middle of the bay, mature trash line is it's money in the bank when it comes to fishing. So don't ignore it. Don't be afraid of it. Just you know, be aware of it and use the information you can. So right now, live bait is king, troll bait is wonderful, and with the tunas out there, don't forget cedar plugs. It's an old plug. I know it's an old, not very fancy, not real, you know, but the thing, it works. It works. So don't be afraid to run a cedar plug. And even though live bait is working great, you know, lures are always a very good thing to run, at least one anyway. So cedar plugs for tuna, iguanas, which are green and yellow. They look a lot like a Dorado with black striping on there. And of course you got the petroleros, which are famous. These are your three generals that you always run around there. If you had three lures, you know, those would probably be the three that you want. The petrolero is kind of a funny brown and green and purple, or sometimes they're black, and really, honestly, you don't even wonder why a fish would hit it, but they do. But their eyes work different water than ours do, so that's probably it. Things are picking up every week. The water is still warm. We're having a pretty dry season, believe it or not. A lot of water, a lot of rain in Guadalajara. We've got a little bit of rain last night, but it's not really a rainy thing. The hurricanes have been on the down low, so we're not seeing too many of those. We are still sending the trips out to the Tres Maria Islands, 2.5 days, $9,800. 70 foot, 3 cabins, 6 people max, 2 mates, and you have world famous captain and crew, and everything's included. If you're looking for something a little better, a little more luxurious, sleep in air conditioning, private cabin, private bathrooms with your friends, and I think that's a better option, so you should check it out. So, try to keep this thing as short as possible. For now, this is Stan in Puerto Vallarta saying don't forget to kiss your fish. And remember, we're always here to help you any way that we can. If you have any specific questions about COVID, feel free to send me an email. We're still wide open. They are pushing the masking a little bit more. They are pushing the hand cleaner. They are pushing all that stuff. But we do have a few cases down here of that new variant. So, but you know, I haven't known anybody that hasn't been able to go on a plane. So take that for what it's worth. So in the meantime, take care. Look out for yourself. Don't forget to kiss your fish. Hasta luego, amigos.